Hey everybody, I am so happy to be stamping with you today. Welcome to the Creativity Cave. It is Monday, July 13th. So glad to be here with you. Welcome everybody. I am so excited because I just sent my son away for the week. Is that terrible? Am I a horrible mother? I mean, I don't feel like I am, but I'm pretty excited. I'm not gonna lie. So my son is going to train at altitude, if you can believe that, for cross country with his team, and they are going to Colorado for the week. I'm not going. So I'm really excited. I shouldn't be quite this excited, but it's really awesome that he's leaving for a little while so I don't kill him. I love him, but it'll be good. Let's see. So he's getting ready to go. Ella is getting ready to go to college. So we're going to have to or you guys are going to have to help me figure that one out. Like, how do I handle it? I mean, I'm sure I'll be able to, but I don't want to say nervous because I'm not nervous, but I will be anxious for, anxious, what's the right word? I'm gonna miss her, but she is making it easier on me. I'm just gonna say that. I remember one of my best friends told me once that her daughter, she was so upset about, her daughter leaving, but she made it pretty easy by the end for college. So, so yeah, it'll be fine. I know. But, yeah, if you know what I mean. So, let's see. I just saw a question. Is she going out of state? Nope, she's going about 3 hours away from here. The easiest way to handle it, clean her room. That's funny. We keep telling her that we're going to nail her door shut. Someone asked how old they are when they go to college. So she is 18. I think most kids are 18 when they go. Her baby got her driver's license and her son is moving to an apartment. Yeah, the times are a changing. Well, Carl is gonna need to get, I'm just doing a little die cutting, so don't mind me. So I'm really hoping, that Carl will go back to school, that there will be school to go back to, because he needs to be going to school. I think these kids need to be in school to learn, and I don't know. That's just my opinion. The social, all of it, they need to be in school. Anyway, having said all that, it's possible that I will have to take him to school and pick him up. And so, in Iowa, you can actually get your school permit at age 14, like 14 and a half, I think. And I'm kind of thinking that would be awesome. So, pardon me, I got a wild hair here at the last minute, as I often do, for a card. So I'm die cutting triangles really quick in bright, happy colors. So, yeah, I know. I will miss Ella a ton, but this summer she's hardly been around. She's been working a ton, which is great. She needs to. And the only thing is they want them there so early. Like she's supposed to move in weeks. And I don't like that because that's a lot of missed income on the spot. Who had planned to have help through a certain amount of time. She just works for like a little mom and pop shop kind of. Anyway, if they get there 2 weeks before class starts, what they're going to do is spend money and get into trouble. So, not that she's going to get into it. I think when you're bored, you make bad choices and you spend money that you don't have. So, anyway. We'll see what happens. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, lots of money, exactly. In Iowa, it's different. It's not, Iowa's different, like literally. And it is, I think it does have farms. Well, for her whole life, I've only lived years. I'm still trying to remember like what it all was when Ella was going, or when Ella went through it. She didn't even have to take a driver's test, which was really awesome. So, internet problems. Oh dear, that's not good. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can do something. Hold on. I will if you don't for a second. Let's see. Okay. Hopefully that's a little better. Well, no, like home, so going in high speed, definitely buffering. I don't. Well, I'm sorry about connection. I like nobody's home, so it shouldn't be my internet, but you never know. Like that. Too much. Mine is buffering on. Let's see. Went out and came back in. Hopefully that will help. Okay. Well, sorry, I'm like these comments like, oh, wow, okay, that's good. I did call me and it's a call. Can you believe them? And then I did try one little thing, but hopefully it'll be better. So let's see. I had a really nice weekend. It was a quick getaway for us. We went to our cabin for the second time in a row. We've hardly been there in the last 2 years, but I really loved that. We had good storms, which are I like storms. And we had a nice afternoon on the boat, so that was really nice. And I got a little bit, I'm maintaining my tan, which is important. And yes, I did relax, but I did come home last night and I had to finish up my taxes because, that's the best part about having your own business is doing your taxes. Not. And so I was up until about 1 in the morning doing that and getting some stuff ready for today. So I have, let's see, 2 announcements for you. First off, tomorrow night is Stampin' game night. And I'm really excited about Stampin' game night this month. We're going to be using, I think I've got all my triangles cut now, by the way. We're going to be using some awesome stamps, and I really love my projects, like a lot. So I hope you are registered. There's still a few packets left. I can't believe they haven't sold out yet, but just a few packets left. So if you would like to register, just drop me a line. And I'll send you the link to register. We will be live tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central, which would be like 3 hours from right now. So you can figure out which time zone you're in. I also am going to be doing mystery stamping tonight, so watch for the clues. They will start, I think I have them starting at 7 p.m. And anybody can join that. You just need to be in my Stampin' Game Night Facebook. That's easy tonight, or easy to find. Just look and you'll find my banner, bright and colorful. And then, like I said, tomorrow is the live. And then your packets will go out on Wednesday. And then in about 2 weeks, I have a very exciting thing going on, which is my Stampapalooza, my summer Stampapalooza. There are 2 parts to that. There is a business portion, which is going to be all about, well, I have the guest speakers coming, just different things about running a business. Guest speakers. I have got some Stampin' Up! Corporate home office people are going to be doing a Q&A. That's the only live event. Everything else will be recorded. And then, so you can do just the business, or you can do just the stamping, or you can do both. And when you do both, you get a discount. So then the Summer Stampapalooza event is like my summer retreat, and it is all virtual. Everything will be, Peggy, I can't put the link. That is because of Stampin' Up! Rules. So unfortunately, I can message it to or email me and I'll send you the link, because I know we emailed earlier today about, I think that was about Stampapalooza. Let's see, the other thing about it, so the retreat is going to do, you wish you could do that, but you work during your Stampapalooza. No, you don't, Nina, because it's all when it work at your own pace. It is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday night is game night. Saturday we'll be doing different posts throughout the day. Every single thing is watch at your own leisure. And then Sunday there will be posts during the day. Again, all watch at your own leisure. And then all the kits get sent out on Monday. And of course, game night will have prizes and all kinds of fun things. So it's going to be a really awesome event. And you can join virtually anywhere in the world. So if you are not in the US, you can still join the online only version. If you are in the US, though, you can get the box and then you can do all the make and takes with us. So is there a maximum number? Well, I have a maximum number of boxes that I can do, and we're getting close to that. No need to be present for prizes. Nope. Like I said, you don't have to be present for anything. So it will be lots of fun, but you can, I guess the game night, will have a live portion to it. But no, you don't have to be there to win, because we're playing all the games virtually. So we've got some fun little things planned to make that all work. So it's going to be a great time. Let's see what else. You do need to be present for the bingo, which is tomorrow night, though. That part is, you do have to be live for, sorry. So there's 2 different things we're talking about. Stampin' Game Night, which is bingo, that you do need to be live for. But the game night that is going to be in my summer Stampapalooza, you do not need to be live for. So just so we're clear on those 2 things, because that's 2 totally different events. But they both have. All of my events have games just because they're fun, and we're fun, right? All right. So I think I've got anything. If you have more questions about the Stampapalooza or anything, just let me know. Am I still planning on doing a sale on some of my older online classes? I actually just did grab boxes last week on that, and they sold out really quick. And I guess I can, once I get all those taken care of, then maybe I can do a special on only versions of them. But right now I don't have anything more planned at the moment, just right now, because I will need to spend quite a bit of time out all those classes, because bunch of them. So yeah, so the emails will be going out shortly. So just hold tight if you got a box. We still have a few more boxes to send this morning, and I've got a whole lot of emails to send out. So hopefully that will go smoothly. So just be patient. And also, if you got a box, I think I said I wouldn't mail out until like tomorrow anyway. I give myself a little padding. So anyway, Susan got your prize. Yay, that's awesome. Yeah, we sent out somewhere in the neighborhood of 700 things last week. Like, that's a lot. We were very busy mailing things out, and we still have a few more things to go out. And yes, I'm doing a holiday catalog kick out. Will be doing a kick off, pardon me, not a kick out, a kick off. Yes, that will be coming soon, but I'm not going to put that up until Stampapalooza. Just because I don't want there to be too much confusion. There's so many things going on. I'm telling you, this has been like a marathon with the two different catalogs coming out so close together. Oh my goodness. I need a break after this. Yeah, I am doing my job to support the post office. I don't often think they appreciate me though. Yeah, we mail a lot out. I currently have 4 people helping me on a very regular basis to get all this done, and I still feel like I need like a customer service department. You don't know how I keep it all straight. I know, I don't either sometimes. I don't mean for there to be quite so much going on right now, but there just is. It's kind of crazy. I do actually have the post office come to me and pick things up. I would never make it if I had to go. I go to I like enlist the services of the post office for a very lot of stuff each week. So anyway, I know a few of you are missing or waiting. I shouldn't say missing. Well, I guess sort of missing. You're waiting on my cute gift kits that I had as part of my birthday special way back in May. They are coming. We have them already. Actually, the video is shot. I will post it. But it is Stampin' Up! Has had that set go on back order like 3 times. So I'm hoping that they will all get out yet this week. I just got an email notification that something was shipped, so I'm hoping that that is it. And the projects are adorable. So I had a whole bunch of them go out because my team could earn them too. So it was a lot. Has this YouTube live started yet? It sure has. Any word on the ink refills? Nope. Let's see, any more questions? There's been so many questions this time. I'm happy to answer them, by the way. Do you do pen pal mail? I do not. Okay. All right, I think I've got everything here. So, all right, so I'm going to, actually I gotta pick up my mess. I was gonna say, I'm gonna flip my camera, but I kind of have a mess here because I was doing all these die cuts here at the last minute. I've got, I know. If you are on my newsletter, I sent out, I was trying to get this done last week, but I couldn't get it done. I sent out I actually do have 2 online classes for this month. One is with the Whale Done set. This is my Creativity to Go kit, and PS, and I just dropped all of those triangles. This is my Creativity to Go class for this month, and I'm so excited about it because they're so cute. This little set that I so did not need has turned out to be one of my very favorites. And then my other one, and we're gonna make a card with this today, once I pick up all my triangles, is with the, let's see, what did I do with the case? I've got all my stamps out, I just don't have the case handy. Oh, here it is. The Celebrate Sunflowers. So this is my online class for this month, and both of these are going to come out at the end of the month. Though I actually have everything ready to go because I have helpers coming to help me later this week, like extra help to get ready for my retreat. And so we're going to be doing a lot of awesome stuff this week. So hold on, I got to pick up my triangles. Okay, I think I got them all. Oh wait, there's one more. Seriously. Is the sunflower class with Kelly and Barb? Yep. Where are those helpers when you need them? Actually, they're coming. They're coming. So, all right. I think I am now ready to get started. So hold on. Ooh, someone is joining us from Iceland. Well, welcome. All right, so I think maybe we should start with this. I have the right triangle is one of our stamp sets that was new this year, and a lot of people have kind of asked me, like, what do you do with this bundle? And it's such a cute set, and it's got all these awesome triangles. You can see, and what I guess actually what I love about them, sorry, I kind of stopped in the middle of what I was saying. There's 3 types of triangles. So like this is, and I think isosceles triangle, if you know, where it's all 3 sides are the same length. And here's a right triangle because it's got a right angle in it. And then here's another triangle, which I don't know what you'd call that. It's not all the same. So you're welcome. That is, I was not a math teacher, but I do know a little. Equilateral. Oh yeah, equilateral. Oh, Catherine, of course you would know that. Of course. Anyway, I really like this set because it's just kind of a fun, it's just a fun set that's really different than anything we've got. So that's one of the things I love about it. Anyway, so we're going to make a really cute card with that. So all those triangles I dropped were these ones. I just die cut. I grabbed some scraps right before I came on live, and actually during my live, I was die cutting some of these. So what I want to do is take and make a really cute card with this. Okay, isosceles is 2 equal sides. Well, guess I was totally wrong. I try so hard. All right. So, what I want to do is, well, okay. What I need is my paper. Here we go. What I want to do is I'm going to start with a piece of Whisper White cardstock. That's what I'm going to glue all my triangles to. And I've got all these fun triangles, but what I want to do is take the ones that are Coastal Cabana, because you know those are the best ones, and I want to stamp on those with one of the little stamps in the set. And there's a bunch of little patterns that come in here which are really fun, so you can do lots of different things. And of course you can, there's the triangle patterns as well. But we're going to take and stamp these. So I'm just going to take, this is the little plus sign thing, I guess, or X's, depending on how you look at this. And I'm just going to stamp that on there. I think I might need to re-ink my ink pad. Oh, should we do that? Because let me show you. I got something really special. You guys are probably going to laugh when you see this, but I might have shown it to you. This was my big purchase during my vacation. I bought a spoon. Actually, I got 3 of them from Walmart, and I got 3 for like $1.30 or something, like it was crazy cheap. But I'm very excited about them because they are for re-inking my ink pads. So here we go. I've got my Coastal Cabana re-inker. And what I'm going to do is take and you can see I'm putting all these drops of re-inker on here. And what we need to do is really even that out because bloody, you know, and that's no good. So what I'm going to do is take my spoon and work the ink into the pad so that it's nice and even. So I'm going it kind of in both directions. And this spoon is perfect for that. I used to use a plastic spoon, but I broke it. So a cheap metal spoon is perfect. See, and you can see now that this is nice and even. Okay. And now if you're worried about working your ink into your pad too much, you don't have to, because when you store it, it will kind of come back to the surface, and actually you might need to work it in again later. Okay, so let's see if that stamps better. Oh yeah, much better. You can actually see it now, so that's good. Okay, so there we go. So I've got this piece of cardstock, and I saw this card that was done by a demonstrator in Germany. Her name is Steffi. She's a super talented stamper, and I really liked what she did. So I'm sort of going to emulate it a little bit. I want to start, so like I said, I did triangles in all different sizes, and I'm going to start with the largest one, which is Melon Mambo. And I've got triangles in Melon Mambo, Granny Apple Green, Bermuda Bay, and of course, Coastal Cabana. Hi.
Hi.
So I'm going to start with this one right here. And I'm just going to kind of arrange these until I like the pattern and whatnot that I've got. And then I'm going to take, this is one of the next biggest ones, and I'm going to put that right there. And I'm going to kind of change the direction of things. So some of them will be with the flat side at the top. Some of them will be with the pointy side at the top. Okay. So then I'll put that one right there. And I definitely want this one to be kind of a highlight, or no, maybe this one to be a highlight. Maybe not. Maybe it will be this one. And the thing is when you have a whole bunch of triangles, then you can sort of mix and match and put different ones in different places. I want this one to be like that in different colors, if that makes sense. Okay. So maybe I'll put this one right there. And I'm just, like I said, arranging. We need some green down here. That's for sure. And let's see. Maybe we'll go like that. And that. Okay, so that's kind of fun. Yeah, isn't that cool? So now how to adhere all these, right? So I think I'm actually going to take a second piece of cardstock and see if that will help me arrange some of these so I can sort of slide them out and rebuild them. Now it might look a little different, but this at least gives me sort of a place to start. So I'll put that right there. Can you tell I'm not a quilter? Because I don't think quilters work like this. Like at all. Ooh, that could be cool. But what I think is really fun is to, I know someone's saying use press and seal. That's really great and for sure would work, but I'm kind of lazy. And so for me, I don't know, I'd have to like go figure out where I put my press and seal. And I don't know where it is right now. So that's kind of a lot of work. Well, I taking a photo is a great idea too. It's sorry. A photo would be a great idea, except I'm actually filming you on my camera. And you know what? Again, it's okay. It's just an idea of getting things in, generally where you want them to be. So it's not the end of the world if they're not exactly right. So yes, but all good suggestions. Thank you. Okay. And I like this one right here. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to pop this one up because that's going to be fun. A brand new sheet of dimensionals. Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to put this on here. Ooh, I like that. And see, the fun thing is when you kind of make your first arrangement, your second arrangement's even better. I think. Ooh, maybe I'll take a mini dimensional and put this one on. Oh my gosh, look at that sheet. It only has one mini dimensional missing. How is that possible? I know there's nothing like a new sheet of dimensionals and a sheet of dimensionals that is like being finished off. That also gets me kind of excited. Don't tell my husband. Okay. So you can see this is a little different than where I started, but I really like the look of it. And actually, I'm going to pop this one up with a mini as well. I think it's a lot of fun. And I like that some of them are pointing up, some of them are pointing down, kind of a little bit of everything. So there we go. All right. Now we need to add a sentiment to this, of course. So there's so many different things we could do with this. And I think one of the, I think I might have found the one I want. Stamp crack. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Who said that? I'm going to use my Many Mates stamp set. There is a few different, actually I want Celebrate. I like Celebrate because that's really kind of like neutral. It could be whatever, whatever you want, whatever you want it to be, I guess. Celebrate could refer to lots of things is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I'm going to stamp Celebrate right here. And I think I'll do that in Bermuda Bay because you know what? I got to add another Bermuda Bay triangle on here because I only have one. And that's much better. I feel better. Sometimes I worry about putting too many things on, but this is not one of those cases. Oh, much better. Okay, now I'm going to use this. Okay, Celebrate. And then the other thing we're going to do to this, because hello, I mean, why wouldn't we, is add some rhinestones. So I've got my rhinestones here. And if using up dimensionals is good, using up rhinestones also good. Maybe even orgasmic. Just saying. And do we really need that one right there too, I think. I swear I won't add any more. Sometimes you just have to. Oh, goodness. You know, a girl just needs the right bling for her project. Okay, so I'm going to take and use my take your pick tool, because this is oh so handy, and we'll mix and match some little ones and some big ones. And we'll put one up there and maybe one more right in here. Oh my gosh, look at how awesome this card is. Oh, we're not even done yet. Plus, I've got these leftover pieces that we can, of course, do something with. Okay, so anyway, I really like this. It's so much fun. And really just pick a color combination and have a go at it. So let's see. But right now, we need to put this together on a card. So I do like that. I've got a Coastal Cabana case base, because I mean, hello, why wouldn't you, right? And then I think I'm just going to put it right on there. I don't know that I need another layer because there's kind of a lot happening here. So we want to cool it. Oh, look at that. So much fun. Okay, so this is my non-quilting triangle card. Imagine what I could do if I knew anything about quilting. Anyway, so this is my card. I really like it. Yeah. Let's see. There. Even better. Okay, so there is our first card. That was just our first card. Now, our second card is going to be kind of awesome. This is, a little watercoloring. I get asked to do watercoloring quite a bit. And I love to watercolor, as you know. I love coloring things in, generally speaking. I never used to, I guess I had coloring books as a kid, but it was a different time. There weren't video games and phones, and I mean, this was back in the day of, we had a black and white TV, and I'm not even that old. So anyway, I do enjoy watercoloring. So I wanted to use this set that I recently ordered, which was the Seaside View. I just love this set, and everything about this makes me want to be at a tropical place. And I really like this set. So, and the other one is, it says take time for yourself. And I know that is just so good. How do you guys get your photo in the circle? Ooh, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Our photo in the circle. Can you give me more information, Sue? Okay. Photo in the circle. Oh. Your photo. I get it. Yes, on the chat. Okay, I have no idea the answer to that question. I'll be honest, I really don't know. I think people are saying when you log in, you can upload a photo, just like a profile photo, just like you can on book or wherever you're at. So I think that might be what you need to do. Okay, so I started with a card base that is, so Sue, that's fine. I started with a card base that's crumb cake, and adding to it a layer of printed paper. This is from the Artistry Blooms DSP pack, which I love this paper. Of course, it's bright and happy, so why wouldn't I? But I'm going to set that aside for now. We'll put that together later. Then I've got a piece of watercolor paper. This is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And I want to take and stamp my little chair with the drink. This is like wishful stamping, right? Not wishful thinking, wishful stamping. So I'm going to stamp it in Stays On Black because I'm going to watercolor with this. I want to use stays on. And with stays on, you want to make sure your pad is well inked. And you also want to make sure you don't hesitate too long when you stamp it, because it can dry. And you can see I'm wiggling this. I'm not rocking it. I'm just wiggling it, which is giving it a good chance to stamp well on my card. And it did, so I'm very happy. And then I'm also going to add my sentiment. And yep, we're just going to make sure we have it oriented correctly. So I know this is maybe something I need to stamp and leave in front of my self every day, but isn't that cute? Okay, so let's give this a color. There's lots of different ways you can color watercolor things. I'm going to use our new painter water brushes. I don't even know what they're called. I will call them aqua painters forever, probably. But I've got clearly a tropical drink here. I've got a little chair and table, and then I've got some sand. And then, of course, in the background, I'm going to have some surf, right? So I'm going to start with the easy part. I'll take some crumb cake and do my sand, because that will be simple. And then that will kind of break up the sandy beach away from the water and sky. Okay, so as in anything you color, you want lighter and darker areas. So I'm just going to put down some lighter areas, and then I'm just going to wash them out until they're darker. I think one thing people struggle with when it comes to watercoloring is they don't use the right supplies. So I've got some watercolor paper here, which is critical to getting good looking watercoloring. And then the other thing is they give up too soon. You know, like if yours doesn't look like the teacher's, you're done. So I would encourage you to give it a little time. And then just know that when you have the right supplies, you can add and subtract color really easily, and that's important to know. Okay, so there we go. There's my sand. Now I want to put some water in here. And for that, I will use my Coastal Cabana. Oh, there's my fresh ink from my re-inking. And so I'm just going to put some of that beautiful Coastal Cabana color down. And then we're kind of letting it blend out to be not super colorful. So just sort of blends out, and that is kind of on purpose. And then you can see I've got some water out that I've squeezed out. What I want to do is let the colors blend really well up here. Okay, so I got lots of water out, which is good. Now, the nice thing about watercolor paper is water can control the coloring a lot. So if you've got a lot of water out, you want to keep it away from where you don't want color. So for instance, I don't want the chair to be colored yet. So I'm going to go right up to the chair, but not cross over the line of the chair. So you can see how it's wet around the chair, but not in the chair. Okay, so I will also take and add some Daffodil Delight to this. And we're going to have it darker up here. Then we're going to kind of let it blend into the blue a little bit. Okay. Now we don't want to mix it with the blue because then we'll get green, and that's no good. No bueno. We don't want a green sky. That means trouble. We want a nice yellowish sky. Now I also like kind of putting streaks in there because of course the sky is not just even. I know I've actually been really looking at the sky a lot more lately. when I was at my cabin over the 4th, we had some amazing sunsets. So beautiful. So hot, but so beautiful. And I noticed that the sky is definitely not uniform in color. And I took lots of pictures. I'll have to pull some out. I'll have to transfer them to my iPad and then I can show them to you during a live. I posted a few of them too on social media, but anyway, so that looks pretty good. I'm happy with them. All right, now let's make some fun stuff happen here. So I think it would be really cool if my chair was a bright, happy color, and my drink was kind of a fun color too. I thought about maybe if we have, and remember, by the way, that our card is going to have this color on it. So I want my chair to have some of this pink in it. I think I'm going to pull out my Melon Mambo. And then I want to make sure that this is going to be a fun color. Okay, now the other thing is, while this is still drying, I want to color on a different area of it so that I don't have my chair bleed into my sun's sky, because that would be bad. Okay, so... And one thing I will tell you about these new brushes is they are really like real fine tips, which is really nice. You can get really nice detail in your coloring, whereas those other ones, they weren't quite as fine as these. So I'm digging that. So I think one thing that's really important with watercoloring is to just be patient. So hard to be patient. Oh my gosh. Because I think one of the reasons we got into stamping is we get pretty instant gratification on our projects. It's not like quilting or knitting where it takes forever to make something. I know as a knitter, some stuff takes a really long time to make. And as my husband might say, something to the effect of, my eyes are faster than my hands in terms of knitting. He might have a point. It's hard to say. Okay. So then again, I'm going to be really careful coloring this in. For now, I can always add color in, but I can't really take it away. I can take it away, but I don't want to mess with my sky because I really like my sky right now. Okay, and I picked up more color, so that's a little darker up there, but we can fix that. And oh, I went just a little outside the lines. Don't tell anybody. Okay, so what I'm going to try and do here is make the top of my chair a little darker and then kind of blend it down. So I'm painting darker at the top of each of these little slats, and then as I bring that color down, it blends out a little bit. And I'm using incredibly light touches. I'm hardly touching this, but you can see the color goes on pretty well. And I only have one over here that's left, and then I'll bring it down. So I'm just kind of blending that color as it goes down. Doesn't that look awesome? Okay, and then I'll continue that here. Now the back of my chair is probably gonna be a little darker than the front. And I think that looks really good. Now I'll try and fill in those teeny tiny little spots right there. Okay, there we go. Oh, so fun. Okay, and then likewise, our table should be a fun color. I don't know, maybe it should be orange. Let's see. What size are the watercolor sheets in the pack? I think are, hold on, let me see if I have one handy.
I think they're 5x7. Does it say? They're, yes, 5x7 is how they come. And by the way, this is on the cellophane, not the paper. Okay, so let's pick up some of this color and we'll do a nice bright table. And I'm kind of laughing because I didn't color that little spot in right there. So I do need to add that because otherwise my thing will look kind of goofy. And I also see that my chair extends right here and I didn't color that in. So I'll keep doing that too. That's another thing I love about watercolor is you can come back and add things. You can even take things away as needed. So that's good too. I think what I might do is just pick up a little pink and a little, you see I mixed that color and that'll be the color of my drink. It's kind of this orangey pink. Isn't that like the color of a Mai Tai maybe? It seems like the right kind of drink to have in this cup. So there we go. And then we'll add that orangey color to our citrus as well. Okay. So there's our drink. Now let's do a little touch up in our missing spots. So, by the way, it's also really handy to have a little towel, paper towel. I like using, that's a burp rag from when my babies were little. Okay, so I'm carefully coloring in this little section right here. And then I'm also going to carefully color in. I need my crumb cake. Ooh, I need more ink in my crumb cake. So I'm just squeezing the ink pad to the lid. That's how I've always watercolored. It's just easy to do. I know there's different ways you can go about it, but that's just what I've always done. And I like the look. So I can add a little darker spot to the shaded areas. Those are the areas where the stamp has a little more shading. Okay. And then like, that's kind of a harsh line, so I'm just gonna smooth it out a little bit, and then we'll add our color in here. I picked up a little fuzz. And I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so there you go. Working in sections on something like this is really simple too, which you can see I did, you know, working in those individual different sections. All right, so I'm going to set that aside for a moment. I will adhere this, oops, to my card. There we go. So I've got a piece of DSP that is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Okay. And then I've got my 3 1/4 by 4 1/2 inch piece of watercolor paper. Now, one thing that I really actually recommend you doing before you go to glue something, if you've come this far and you're happy with what you've done, you don't want to mess it up, right? Like that's always kind of the big fear, is you made this gorgeous card, but then you like smeared the ink on it. You'll see when I post my cute fruit video to my YouTube channel, I did just that. I totally mucked up my card, but there we go. That looks pretty good. So I dried this, so there's no smearing danger. Okay, so I'm going to just take and pop this up onto my card. And then I'm going to look at this card and feel good about life. I see it. There we go. And I thought about putting on here like a bow at the top, but I didn't want to break up my sky, so I think I'm just going to leave it like that. So there we go. So there's our second card. Okay, since we're kind of in a pink mood, I wanted to do my third card, and I just realized I don't think I die cut the pieces for that yet, but that's okay, because we will do them here. So I wanted to use my Celebrate Sunflowers, and I thought it would be fun to have kind of a non-traditional sunflower card. I love the dies that go with this. They're really pretty. And I think this set is just so much fun. So I'm going to take my sunflower and maybe these little branchy things too. And then this. And what I want to do is take and die cut this piece out of, well, actually, you know what we could do? Well, I'm actually changing my mind a little bit since I don't have these die cut yet. Okay, so I'm going to take, I haven't used Magenta Madness in like a whole couple days, so I'm feeling like things are weird. I'm just kidding. I love this color. At first I was like, wow, that's really bright, but now I love it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take and stamp the sunflower on here. And there we go. Oh, and isn't that a pretty sunflower? So we're gonna do pink, right? And when you get this, we want to line it up. And I saw this right here and there, and I was like, I wonder if those match. And they sure enough they do. So that helps lining it up. The other thing I'm gonna do is because I do have this all figured out. I'm going to put a Post-it over this just to hold it in place. That'll make me really happy before I run it through my Big Shot. And then I'm also going to take this one and die cut this with some Whisper White. Okay, just got a piece of Whisper White and we'll die cut that. And I am going to stick this down only because this is going to stick way out of my Big Shot. Ooh, this is not Whisper White though. That was Shimmer White, which actually would be kind of cool, but I want white. There we go. And I'm just going to do that to hold everything in place. But I cut a couple of these too. All right. Almost there. Hold up tight. Okay. So there we go. One pink sunflower. And then we're going to take and put this sunflower right over the top in white. And how cool is that going to be? Hello.
Hello again.
Okay, and then we've got all these little pieces, and they generally are poking out really easy, so I'm just hardly touching them, which is great. I love when the pieces fall out of a die like this, don't you? Okay, so then this does indeed line up with this. And I can't decide if I like it with this or if I'd like it. I think I like it better like this. Oh, isn't that horrible? I'm going to die cut one more quick and then we can make a determination. You can tell me which one you like, if you like the stamped side or the plain side, okay? And I'll have both as an option. So hold on. One more die cutting. And there's 2 more boxes out on that table worth. Okay. So, stamped side. I see a vote for stamped side, another vote. So let me know, do you like the stamped side on here or the not stamped side? Let's see. Plain side. Not stamped, 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 stamped. A lot of you are saying stamped. I don't know. Y'all are saying stamped. I wonder if I don't use the stamped side, if you'll still like me. Oh, I do like this, but part of me is like, oh, I don't know if I want to use it for this. Anyway, I guess it can always be stamped again. All right, so I'm just going to put this on here. Now, I'll, of course, use one of my favorite tricks, which is to take and adhere it with my silicone mat and glue. So let me show you how that works. So pretty. I'm going to take, I've got a sponge, and we're going to put some liquid glue on this silicone mat. And then the silicone mat will kind of come off, which is awesome. The glue will come off the silicone mat. That's what I was trying to say, which is awesome. All right, so we're just going to take the sponge to spread this around so it's nice and even. And I'm not going to adhere it at the very tips because I don't need to. Generally, I just want it in the center. Also, it's a little bit easier to glue something that's this detailed, kind of like that. So if you don't have it exactly, you've got a little more wiggle room in terms of moving it around. It's still adhered nicely, but not quite all the way out to the edges, which is fine. All right, so there we go. I went with the stamped side. Okay, so that's fun. Then what I want to do is set up my card. And for this, I'm going to take some crumb cake. I thought about Whisper White, but then I thought that might be a little intense. So I've got crumb cake again. Crumb cake, as you probably have figured out, is one of my go-to colors. And I do really like that, by the way. And I've got some of these white pieces that I cut, which are really nice. And maybe let's see. Ooh, we could do that. There we go. Loving this. And I'm not even gonna lie to you when I tell you I'm totally changing up what my original plan was, but that's okay because I like this better. That's kind of one of the cool things that helps with this. So, you're saying you can't help notice that berry vanilla is so little used. It might be nice with the sunflower. So I agree. However, I want this card to be very summery, not I don't want to say wintry, but not fallish. I want it to be summer. And so that's why I'm using white, but I would agree when we get to fall, vanilla would definitely be better. The other thing is this is white on the printing, and so I want to go back to that. So, okay. I'm gonna also take and trim some pieces. I want them to be 2 inches high. And then I want them to be about 1.25 inches across. And then I'll cut them twice. And then I'll have both sides. Is that 1.25 inches? No. There we go. Okay. Kind of got my patterns going across like this. And I'm going to put them on like that. And yes, I'm putting them at the angle, which I know not everybody likes, but I do. So sorry, I overlapped this one a little more than I wanted to. What I do like about this adhesive is it seems like you've got a little bit of wiggle room in terms of getting it off of your sheet, which is really nice. So we'll put that on there, and then this one right here. Ho, ho, ho. Isn't that pretty? And then I think I'm going to take a little strip of crumb cake and stamp my sentiment in some Whisper White. And this set has some wonderful sentiments in it. So I'm going to say thanks a bunch. Get that good and inked. Like so. I'm going to trim this down just a little. By the way, who had a heart attack that I just put my trimmer right on top of my perfectly good card? Got to keep you people on your toes, right? Okay, so I do like how this is looking a lot. But I also want to add some ribbon. So I'm going to grab, I finally have some of this pink, what is this? Magenta Madness ribbon. The hardest part about ribbon, by the way, is getting the layer of what's off. Have you guys noticed that? Oh my gosh. It is not. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to tuck those in a little later. I'm going to pop this up onto my card with some dimensionals. Oh, look, I just took another sheet because I don't know where my other one is. It was under an ink pad. Okay. Oh, there's some people on here from France. That's exciting. The Tour de France will come right past your house. Oh my goodness. They haven't canceled it yet? Ugh, everything's been canceled. I like watching the Tour de France. I really think I would be a good cyclist if I could do it. But I don't think I can. Cycle, like it's all that mountain biking that I just don't know that I could handle. Okay, yeah, I was gonna put these over here. I don't know if I like this. I might change that part. I thought I was going to, but I don't, so oh well. That's okay. Let's see, I've got this one going on up here, and I'm actually gonna rip that off because it's not gonna show anyway. And then we'll glue dot it. The tour was canceled. Yeah, I figured it must have been. I know, that's so sad because besides, you know, the people who are preparing for it, then there's the people who are, you know, making their living from it. I'm sure that brings in a huge boost to the economy of those little towns that the tour goes through. So sad, 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 sad. Oh, but I am so liking this. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's postponed. Interesting. Okay, so isn't that awesome? I love it. Now, because my long strip for my sentiment didn't work, I'm going to put my sentiment up here, which is know that you are loved. And I do like that sentiment a lot. I think I can squeeze it in there. Oh, not bad. All right, isn't that pretty? Now I do want to do one more little thing to this. We've got some in color enamel dots. And I just want to put a couple of these on here. And there we go. Isn't that pretty? All right. Okay. So one more thing. We can spritz this. So I'm just going to take my clear Wink Estella and smack it against something. My take your pick tool. Sorry. That was my daughter calling. Okay. So pretty. I do like this. All right. Next, we're in kind of a pink mood, so maybe I'll do my next card. I didn't mean for there to be quite so much pink today, but just sometimes things happen. My next card features one of my favorites, and this is the Peony Suite. I love this suite because it's just, well, peonies are one of my favorite flowers, actually. And I love how pretty everything in this suite actually is. So this is the prized peony stamp set, and then there are dies that make a three-dimensional peony, which we've done on here before, and today I'm going to focus on the stamps. So let's see. Someone is saying my picture is blurry now. Oh gosh, what else can go wrong today? Okay, so I'm going to take and use the little flowers on here, and stamp these. I think I've got enough room. Not quite on this sheet. I was cutting out a bunch of these small sunflowers. Okay, yours is clear. Good. Excellent. All right, so I've just got another scrap here. So I'm going to stamp my peony, and I've got a peony bush that has white peonies, pink peonies, and like magenta peonies. So we're going to do a magenta one because, like I said, we're kind of going with pink today for some reason. It's our official color. So I'm going to stamp this kind of medium-sized peony. There's a bigger one and a smaller one. So this is the medium-sized one. And then I'm going to use, this wheat comes with lots of gray granite things. So I'm going to use some gray granite. And I've got my leaves. So rather than stamp those in green, I'm going to do them in a nice granite neutral color. So I'll stamp one of each, like so. And then I can die cut all of this. Oh, and by the magic of the interwebs, I have already done that. I've also die cut myself a second largest stitched circle because you could just never go wrong with those. And oh, I guess I did 3 leaves. Okay, and then I've got my background in gray granite. I've cut a piece of printed paper that is 3.5 by 3 inches. And I'm going to adhere that right to this card, right there. And then I will take and pop up this piece. I was going to say, I know I've got dimensionals all over. I know. I do like to use my dimensionals, if you didn't notice that. They just make everything pretty. Okay, so I'll pop. We'll put it right there. Okay, so then, oh, look at how pretty that is. It's just, I love the detail that's in this. So I'm going to pop this layer up too. Okay, and then we're going to tuck those leaves in. Let's see. I'll put a couple in there. And then maybe one up here. There we go. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, then I will tuck those in with glue dots because that's just easy peasy. There we go. Oh, you know what? I'm going to pull that out, stick this up here, because this leaf is kind of pointed in that direction. And then tuck that one down in there. There we go. Okay, so pretty. And that looks gorgeous. Now I want to add some ribbon to this. So I've got 2 choices. I could use my, excuse me, sorry. I could use my gray granite sparkly ribbon, which is pretty, or that bright, happy magenta ribbon we just used. Thank you guys. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Have you guys had bad allergies? I think this is the worst year I can remember in a long time for allergies. And of course, man, you got to be careful where you sneeze. People can't handle it if you sneeze. I don't have the Rona. but I do have allergies. Oh my gosh. I think there's different pollen in the air up at my cabin than there is here where I live. And I mean, they're like 2.5, 3 hours apart, but I guess 2.5 hours. Anyway, up there, I was all stuffed up over the weekend. And then coming back here, I'm feeling so much better. But we also slept with the windows open one night, which was really nice. Okay. Trying to decide there. I want to run my ribbon under here a little bit. Is this set distinctive? Yes, I think it would be considered distinctive, Nikki. I'm pretty sure. There's actually a list in the catalog somewhere, I think. I'm pretty sure there is. I thought I remember seeing that at some point. So I like this pop of pink. Okay. Now, that's so pretty. Oh, I love this. So we need to add a sentiment to this, and there's a few different options, but I kind of look at these and think, okay, I want to put something right there, but it doesn't quite fit. And so sorry for your loss. I don't think hot pink really screams so sorry for your loss. I'm just being honest. So I think maybe we'll see if we could do something else like hello or hey. That might be a little more appropriate to the sentiment. So I'm going to, or to the sentiment of this card. So I think I'm going to pull out the hello from my best year stamp set, which if you haven't noticed is one of my go-to sentiment sets. And put this down and see what we've got. And I think I'm going to stamp that in gray granite ink. And there, that looks really nice. So kind of a fun card here. Okay. I feel like we just cannot leave on that note. We've got to do something else. Ooh, you know what I've been kind of itching to do? Does the white ink you use on the card, Sunflower, adhere to the paper like the other inks? So that's a good question. And the answer is sort of. It looks really different because it's a thicker ink. It's not the white dye-based ink. It's called pigment ink, and it stays wet a little longer so that it can be embossed. And it's also a little thicker, so it can, because it can be embossed, it stays wet longer, and so it can be smeared easy if you brush against it. It doesn't dry instantly the way our classic ink does, like these ink pads. So Sarah asked what the Hello stamp set was from, and that's from the Best Year set. Okay, so I like this See the Good stamps set, and I have not done anything with the artichoke yet, so I really wanted to play with this. And so we're gonna find a spot on my messy table here to do this. Let me clear off a couple things so that you can actually see it. See what's happening. All right, so, and someone wanted vanilla, so we're gonna use some vanilla. Okay, so like I said, I haven't used this yet. It's a virgin stamp. Just about time we get this baby going, and we'll put this on straight. Okay. So for this, I think we'll use Old Olive ink. And to really, well, this is a distinctive set as well. So you can see, look at, oh, it's gorgeous. But actually, you know what I'm going to do? Kidding. Let's see, I need, here we go. I'm going to clean that off and do something ever so slightly different because I really want to get some cool stuff happening here. So I'm grabbing a sponge. I'm just looking for the right color. This should work. Okay, so I'm going to ink this up in the lighter Pear Pizzazz. And then I'm going to sponge on some of my darker Old Olive ink so that I get a little bit more color variation on here. Okay, and then we're going to stamp it like that. Yep, don't like it. Yeah, I didn't like that, so we're going to go with my original plan. Okay, so I've got these artichokes on here. Now I want to stamp off some, and then I'll fill in that background a little bit. And I'm going to take and stamp one of these on a scrap. That looks pretty good. And we're going to cut this out. So I'm just leaving a little edge of vanilla around this whole thing. Like so. All right. Ooh, some people are okay. Sorry, I was just reading comments to make sure we're okay here. And I still don't know that I like that. The first part just did not turn out the way I thought it was going to in my head. What was I hoping would happen? You've never seen me sponge on a stamped image before. I actually do it fairly regularly. It gives you different colors. Let's see. I can show you with this. So if I were to ink this up in Pear Pizzazz, I chose a different image. And I'm putting olive around the edges. It'll give me lighter and darker areas on my flower. So when I stamp it, there's a scrap. Okay, that didn't really work. I gotta pick a better image. What do I have out? I need a more solid image is what I need. Let's see. I'm gonna stamp off a layer of this ink, and then I'm gonna sponge on some Old Olive, and that should really show up. Maybe that's what I needed to do. Do you see how it's darker there? So I get two-tone. That's what I wanted. So maybe that was actually what I should have done in the first place, is ink this up in Pear Pizzazz, stamp off a layer, and then sponge on some Old Olive. And maybe that's what will give me the look I'm going for. So again, I'm inking with Pear Pizzazz, stamping off a layer, taking the old olive ink and sponging it on before I stamp it down, and then stamping it down on my card. There we go. That's a little bit more of what I was looking for the first time around. Okay. I've got my piece here. The only problem with this is I still don't feel like I've got the difference in color that I want. But here's the solution to that. I have this I just need a little more definition on here in a couple spots. There we go. Now on this piece, I just happen to have a scalloped square die cut. I've got this words, I can't thank you enough. I'm gonna stamp them on here in early espresso. Stamp them right side up and everything. There we go. All right. Then we'll pop this up on here. Oh, see, sometimes you just got to keep working with it till it comes together the way you want. I think we give up sometimes too soon. I think today is definitely a lesson in that. Gosh, I can't remember what this video was for. Maybe it was my Facebook class. I made something I really liked, but I really didn't like how it was coming out, and I wanted it to look different, so I kept working with it, and then I got it to the way I wanted it. Maybe it was this last week's video, I can't remember, but anyway. So I've got that popped up. That looks awesome. And we're going to take a little of my suede ribbon. This stuff is really pretty, and it's soft and wonderful. And before I lose that dang artichoke once again, here it is. I'm trying to, I think we'll put a little, I don't know if I like this or not. We'll see. But man, I was really on the struggle bus, and then it worked out in the end. Yeah, I don't like that. But maybe we could put a piece across here or something like that. We'll do 2 pieces, because why not? Has the July class started yet? No, it has not. It won't start until I want to say 21st. So yes, you can still sign up. There's a link on my blog. And then, was there another question on here? Let me look. Okay. Here we go. So we're just going to put 2 strips across here. And then, here we go. Oh, so pretty. Okay. Oh, that's a smaller panel than I thought. So I think, let me cut a little piece here. How big is this? 3 3/4. So 3 and I think that means, is that right? No. Okay. There we go. Oh, so happy. And you guessed it, another crumb cake card base, but I don't know if you knew this was coming, people. We're spritzing this baby. For sure. Okay. I'm putting this on with some Seal Plus because I got this ribbon and I don't want that to let go. So we're kind of putting this down like we mean it on this layer right here. And then I'm also going to adhere it to this piece pretty good. I'm going to close up my green inks and I got my early espresso marker and we're going to give it a spritz. Now this early espresso marker has seen better days, that is for sure. But can we still get enough ink out of here? And I think the answer to that is just a resounding no. I should have another one though. Yes, that marker's pretty old. There we go. Okay, so I got my spritzing, and then I'm going to do some Clear Wink Estella spritzing as well. And I really feel like this needs just a little something else. Do you guys feel like that? So you know what we're going to do? We're going to add a little flower. And we're going to do it in yellow. A little bumblebee action. Okay, woo! Things are sliding. Where did my scrap go? Here we go. So, this will just kind of bring the whole project together a little better. So once again, I'm cutting this with a little border around the edge. Okay. And I'm just gonna kind of wiggle this to give it a little dimension because I like that. And then, oh yeah, don't you think? Let's see. I'll put that on right there. And let's see. Buried amongst the stuff. You guys got to see the mess I've created because it's pretty fantastic, especially considering I actually started with a relatively clean desk today. Oh, here it is. Found it. Okay, I can't decide if I think this one will look good in here or not. Nope, I don't think so. So I'm going to take the clear one and put a clear one right on there. And yep, that looks pretty awesome. Also, what did I do to my finger? Jeez. Okay, and then on the inside, we're going to take and stamp that sentiment once more. Like so. And then we're going to do one more thing. And this, woo, this is going to take our card from like awesome to like insane. Like madness, like insanity. Madness. Why is the magenta angry, Mom?
It's mad.
That just will always make me giggle. Okay. I'm going to take some crumb cake, take off a layer of ink, and stamp it right on there. Okay. There we go. So, super cute. I'm going to like have a major cleanup situation happening. I'll have to post a picture of this after because, whoa, it's bad. All right, let me show you all the cards that I made. So I've got our card from, what was this set called again? See the Good. Sorry, it's the one with the pear. Then I've got my prized peony card. And during the Magenta Madness section of our show today, I made also this Celebrate Sunflowers card. By the way, this is for my online class this month, which is a great, great class. I'm very excited about it, actually. Then I made this beautiful card with the, oh, what is this set called? Something about a seaside. I have all, oh, here, it's under all this stuff. Seaside View. Okay. And then first card is with the right triangle bundle, and we stamped and die cut all those beautiful triangles. So lots of fun projects today. Now, if you would like to purchase any of the items that I used today, I would be so grateful for your business. Your purchases help continue to bring more amazing videos like this each week, and I really would appreciate it. And whenever you order from me, I send thank you cards, and I have gifts, and I have an amazing VIP rewards program that I would love to welcome you to be a part of. I also have some exciting events coming up. Tomorrow night is Stampin' Game Night Workshop, and if you would like to be part of that and play bingo with us and make 5 make and take projects that are amazing, please join us. You just need to register, and the link to register is something I need to email you. Or private message you. So send me a message, send me an email, and I will reply with the link. And then I also have an amazing event called my Summer Stampapalooza, which is an online retreat. There's actually 2 sections of it. There's going to be a business section as well as a stamping section. You can register for either or both, and we would love to have you be a part of it. I've got guest speakers, guest stampers, 16 make and take projects, games, fun, prizes, awesomeness. So make sure and join. Can you watch even if you don't play bingo? Yes, you sure can, Mary. It will be tomorrow night. You do need to register for make and takes if you want to play bingo, though. And I think that's it. There's just a few packets left, so make sure you get registered. And yeah, thank you guys so much for stamping with me today. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.